welcome. This is Spotlight. I'm Pastor Dan, and we're having a little fun with the series. Everyone knows that I take people on missions and I go speak around the world. We haven't been able to go for a couple of years now because of the virus, but it's opening up again here in this fall, it looks like. And boy, the requests are coming in. I could go pretty well nonstop from September through a lot of next year. Maybe some of you will give me a call and say, hey, Pastor Dan, we're up. Let's go. Why go? Why do this thing where you go into a stadium and set up a pulpit and put up a screen and put flowers and a banner and fly around the world, take musicians, spend thousands of dollars trying to win people to God and to the message we have about God? Can we just start with this? We want people to know God. We think we have a magnificent picture of God. We think our picture of God is better than what a lot of people have. And we want to say, God is not like that. We want to make friends for God. So just start with that. If we see a beautiful girl and we say to our son, what about her? She's got great heart. She's beautiful. She's full of Jesus. She's the right age. Wouldn't you like to add this to your life? Is this wonderful lady? Yeah, if we see someone like that, we pass that on to our son. You want people to know God. That's how we feel about God. God is amazing. We want people to be in love with God. We have not got to know God that way. We want people to know about God that way. And God makes it pretty clear in the Bible that He likes numbers. People make fun of numbers sometimes. You're just in the number game. You just care about these results and numbers, and you hear all kinds of crazy stories about people who try to boost up the numbers, try to make evangelism look more successful. And there's certainly been many mistakes about that. We freely apologize for all of that. I want nothing to do with that. We do it for Jesus. I gave an appeal tonight as I taped this. I gave an appeal tonight. And I said, I'm used to preaching to 1,000 people, and maybe 200 or 300 people are down in front when we finish. They've been working for months, and now the results come, and we baptize them the next day. It's a small group. There are 40, 50 people there. But 8 or 10 came forward tonight. Those are precious to Jesus. Jesus died for them. Hebrews 12 says, for the joy set before him, he endured the shame of the cross for those moments. And it's pretty clear in the Bible that God cares about numbers. Yes, he told David he shouldn't count Israel, but there's lots of counting. They counted 3,000 baptisms in Acts 2. They counted 5,000 baptisms a few days later. Jesus said to the one man, he had 5 talents. He made them 10. Good for you. Good for you. The 2 became 4. You doubled. Good. They were blessed by God. He throws out the seed by the sower to the fields. He said, this doesn't grow anything. That's not good. You don't produce anything. But he says, if you do it in the right place, you can get 30, 60, 100 times. So where am I going to go where I can preach by myself and I can get 100? God wants you to multiply yourself. He told them to move the fishing over to the other side of the boat. This was not enough. You can't be satisfied with this kind of harvest from the sea. Oh, the net's almost broke from it. Okay, that's what I want. God cares about those things. Use your one life to multiply. He says to Moses, what's in your hand? You got a rod. Use it for God. Do some things to convince people to go with me. He had said to the little boy, what do you have in your hand? Well, I got 5 loaves and 2 fish. Give it to Jesus. Watch him multiply it and feed 5 or 10 or 15,000 people. He wants you to multiply your life. I teach a class called Social Entrepreneurship the last year at School of Business. And that's what we believe, is that you have one life and you are obligated by God, accountable to God, to multiply your life as much as you can. If it's money, try to make that money multiply. If it's people, for me, it's preaching, building churches. What can I do? You build a church, and 50 people come to that church, and then it becomes 100 people, and they branch out, and they start some other branch Sabbath schools and make some new churches. People come back to me, you baptized us. Now they're the leaders of the next crusade. That's how it multiplies. And God says, I want you to do that. I want you to do that. I built the school. You multiply. I'm doing a funeral Sunday as I tape this on the School of the Science building here at La Sierra. Someone gave $5 million for that. We're going to honor him Sunday night. He died. He's given a lot of money to lots of places. He chose to use his one life. And he's a doctor, and he made money, and he invested in some rare coins, I guess, and made a lot of money from that. And he said, what can I do with this? And he made good out of that. And now there will be generations of medical students that will become doctors and go all over the world through his donation. He multiplied himself. That's what we want to do. That's why we go. God bless you. This is Spotlight. Be with us next time. Thank you for watching Spotlight. We're so excited about this. We hope that you'll subscribe, and so you'll get all of them. And please just forward it on to others and tell other people about it. And let's just see what kind of an audience we can get for these messages of Spotlight. God bless you.